Hello students, welcome to Web Technologies online classes. Today I am going to explain about the concept of JavaScript core features. JavaScript core features, and now let us start our session to discuss about the core features concept. Right, core features. The JavaScript programming language developed by Netscape Navigator. Actually, Netscape is also one of the navigator, nothing but a browser. Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, Opera. So these all are browsers. But the first browser is Netscape Navigator. So that is also one of the company, right? So JavaScript programming language developed by that Netscape Navigator company. So, and it is not a part of Java program. Actually, JavaScript is different and Java programming language is different. Java programming language is different. JavaScript is different. But what are the features we have in the Java programming language? So all concepts, all programming language syntaxes it can support by the JavaScript programming language. But Java is different, JavaScript is different. Java is a programming language, JavaScript is a scripting language. So that is the main difference. And Java programming language developed by the Sun Solaris. JavaScript is developed by the Sun Solaris company, and Java programming language developed by the Sun Solaris. JavaScript is developed by the Netscape Navigator, right? Here, JavaScript does not create applets. JavaScript does not create applets because of, actually, if you want to develop any application, by using any programming language, actually there are two types of applications we have. Nothing but standalone applications and also web applications. Standalone applications, web applications. Standalone means without internet, these are working like a MS Office. Standalone applications are nothing but without internet, the application will work. So example of MS Office application, VLC player and whatever the installed files. Now developer C++ and these are the standalone applications. Web applications means nothing but epass.in, epass.telangana website and buspass applications. So these are the web applications. So JavaScript does not create applets or standalone applications. Applets means by using Java programming language, if you want to represent a dynamic number, nothing but, for example, cricket website is there na, Crickbuzz, Cricket. So these are the website to display the score, dynamically, because of the value is changing, randomly it is changing now. For example, now the score is 20. After 10 minutes, the score becomes 30. After 10 minutes, the score becomes 50, 60, 70, like that. It is changing dynamically. So those are working with the applets. So Java programming language creates applets, standalone applications and also web applications. Java programming language is used to create applets, standalone applications and web-based applications, web applications. But JavaScript, whereas coming to the JavaScript programming language, it does not create applets and standalone applications. And JavaScript using what purpose? For the web application purpose only. Single purpose, web application purpose. Because of it is running on the browser now. So if you want to open any website, that is also called one web application. So that web application contain internally JavaScript statements. JavaScript does not create applets and standalone applications. In its most form, JavaScript resides inside the HTML documents. Yes, just now I told you. Because of JavaScripting is a scripting language. So if you want to place any statements in between two script tags, opening and closing script tags, whatever the statements you have written, those all statements are related to JavaScript statements. So that is placed in HTML document. It is a part of HTML document. So that's why JavaScript does not create applets and standalone applications. JavaScript works only, JavaScript placed inside the HTML documents. Now, differences between Java and JavaScript. What are the differences? Here I have given three major differences. Because of there are huge amount of differences we have, but here I just have given three differences. Please carefully read one by one. Now I am going to read the first difference. In Java programming language, Java is an object-oriented programming language. Object-oriented programming language. JavaScript is also object-oriented programming scripting language, right? And second difference is what? Java creates applications that runs in a virtual machine or browser. Java programs run on virtual machine, nothing but JVM internally that can be used. If you want to run any Java applications, for that JVM is required. Java virtual machine required. But whereas coming to the JavaScript code is run on browser only. Only browser it can support to run the JavaScript code. And third difference is nothing but Java code needs to be compiled. Just now, in the last class I have explained, for example, in C language, in C++, in Java also. So after writing the source code, you need to compile. After compilation is over, the compiler will generate some extra files. In C programming language, .exe file will generate after compilation. In C++ is also after compilation, .exe file it will generate. But in Java, .class file it will generate. It is the advanced technology. So that's why the technology has changed. The class extension has changed. .class file it will be generate after compilation. But whereas coming to the JavaScript code are all in text. It is a plain text. No need to compile. It will execute by the browser only. Browser internally it can interpret it by itself while running time. Okay, we no need to compile. So that's why it is a lightweight programming language and it is a heavyweight programming language. One more difference I am giving. Java is heavy weight programming language and Java script is light weight programming language. So that is those are the differences between Java and JavaScript. Now JavaScript error. Here all of you carefully observe. Here I have given one error. JavaScript error. JavaScript.js exception unknown name. When loading the web page, an error is displayed. For example, this is the error if you get at any time in your browser. When loading the web page, an error is displayed. JavaScript error JavaScript.js exception unknown name. If the browser in any case it will show the error like this, then these are the possible causes. JavaScript is not enabled in the browser. Actually, if you want to use JavaScript in your system, compulsory you need to enable first. You need to enable the JavaScript in your browser. So how you have to enable JavaScript enabling process? Carefully observe. Now I am connecting internet through my mobile phone and it has connected. Right. Now I am opening Chrome browser. How to enable the JavaScript in browser? So that query I am passing in Google search bar. How to enable JavaScript in Chrome? So like that you need to search in the Google. Then here support.google.com is there. Now click on that. Open Chrome on your computer click settings. Click settings. Here settings means these three dots we have now. Carefully observe. I am enabling the JavaScript in my browser. Three dots I am clicking here, and here settings button. I am clicking the settings button, and clicking the settings button, and next option is what? Click the privacy and security. Click the privacy and security, where it has come down, come down, come down. Advanced, click on the advanced. Spell checks, downloads, accessibility. Yeah, it is not there, but actually the Chrome has updated with new name. Carefully, privacy sandbox is there. Now I am clicking this one. Privacy sandbox. So this is not one. Next, security is there. Now I am clicking this one. So after that, site settings. Yeah, site settings. Next, click on JavaScript. Site settings option, where site settings, enable enhancer protection, standard protection, no protection, unsecure DNS. So here also not there. Yeah, here privacy and security. Carefully observe. Now I am clicking the three dots. Here settings I am choosing, and now I am clicking this one. Here privacy and security is there. This one. Site settings. Site settings. Just come down. Location, camera, Microsoft, notification, background sync, and additional permissions. Click on additional permissions. Sorry, here JavaScript is there. Don't click on additional permissions. Here JavaScript is there. Click on that. Just in your system, I think it is off mode. Just you click on the allowed. Okay, allowed. So that means this is enabled by the JavaScript in your Chrome. So that is the one of option. The browser does not support JavaScript technology. For example, some browsers does not support. Some old outdated browsers we have, some older versions if you use in your system. So that is not supported by the JavaScript technology. Then you better to upgrade. Your browser. And the web page has a JavaScript programming error. And third option is what? If you get this error in your browser, then whatever the program you are running through the browser, that program contain some error. Just you please check the syntax, and if you have any mistakes, then correct that syntax. Then immediately the error will gone. The program will execute in the normal way. Right? Next, adding JavaScript to HTML pages. There are two ways. to add the JavaScript in HTML pages. First one is embedding code, and second one is external file. Embedding code means in the HTML document directly you can use the script tag. Now we have to see the definition of about the embedding code. To add the JavaScript code into the HTML pages, we can use the script to open and close tag. of the HTML tag that wraps around JavaScript code inside the HTML program. That wrap around JavaScript code inside the HTML program. Users can also define JavaScript code in the body tag or also head tag. Body tag or also head tag. Here I have given example. Now I am developing one program for your understanding purpose. Just simply understand. Simply observe this program. Now I am opening the notepad. Here HTML is the root element, closing HTML, and here head tag open and head tag close. Here title I am using open and closing title tag. Now the concept is what actually, right? Embedded, JavaScript, embedded JS. Example. So that is the web page title. Now body tag I am defining. Body tag. So here embedding means whatever the JavaScript code we have, that JavaScript code we have to integrate along with HTML document. So here this is the HTML page now. So now I want to add the JavaScript inside. I want to add the JavaScript code inside. But here two sections we have, head section, body section. So if you use the script tag in head section, script open and script close. So here if you write the statements here, document.write. So document.write function I am using. Here I want to print message, welcome to GPRD-PGC, G Polarity Degree and PG College, right? So now I have written the statement inside the script opening and closing tag, right? Now I want to save this file. Embedded js.html. So for the embedded JS purpose, the extension is .html only, because of here we have integrated the code inside the HTML page by using script tags. Now I am minimizing this one. So on the desktop I have saved embedded JS file name. .html is not visible here because of it is hidden. This is completely name. Embedded JS is the file name. Now I am clicking the browser. This one. So welcome to GPRD PGC it is showing now. So that message it is printing. But here where we have to use that one? In the script tag, in the head section only. In the head section the script tag I have used it. But instead of using head section, we can also use in the body section. Now I am cut the script element and in the body section I am pasting. Now I am saving this one. Again I am clicking the page. Carefully observe, same message it is printing now. So nothing but the script tag, whatever the statements you want to write in between opening script and closing script. So that script tags we need to place in the head section also as well as in the body section also. No problem. Wherever you are required, that you need to place on that place, right? So this is called embedded JS because of the JavaScript code is completely I have embedded with the HTML document. So that's why it is called embedded JS. Sorry, embedded JavaScript, embedded code. Using head section, using body section. Here I have given two examples. Carefully observe. And next, external file. We can also create a separate file to hold the JavaScript code of with .js extension, and later incorporate or include it into our HTML document using source attribute of the script tag. It becomes very helpful if you want to use the same code in multiple HTML documents. It is also saves us from the task of writing same code over and over again and again, makes it easier to maintain. Okay, maintain web pages. Nothing but carefully observe. Here we have created a separate file to create a code JavaScript with .js extension. Now I am creating one more file. For that I am closing this one. Notepad again I am opening for writing of external JS file. So here document dot write open quotes and close quotes. So G Pullareddy degree and PG college. This is my message. Now I am saving this file. Sorry. Function I am creating first. Function display. Function message. Okay. MESSAGE. Function message. Open bracket. Close bracket. Here document dot write off. Document dot write off. Document dot write off. Here G Pullareddy degree and PG college. So semicolon I have given here, but semicolons are optional. So now I am saving this file with .js extension, MESSAGE, or external .js. Text as save as type is all files. So now I am saving this file on the desktop. So with .js extension, what is the file it has generated? Carefully observe on my screen. My mouse is moving here now. You please concentrate on my mouse where it is moving. External JavaScript file. So JavaScript file is looking like this. Looks like this. The JavaScript file is created. And now again one more notepad I am opening, and HTML open, HTML close. Now head section open and close. In between head and title tag required, external JS. Title tag I am closing. Now body section open and close body, open and closing body. Now how to call that function? First we need to link that file now. So here I need to configure one button also. Click me to get college name. click the button, click the below, click the below button to get college name, right? So that is intimation. Now I need to create form open and form close. So now I am creating the button. Input type equal to submit value click here, click here. Now I am saving this one. External js.html, save as type is all files. Now I am minimizing this one. Now I am clicking this one. Carefully observe here, click the below button to get college name. So if you click this button, immediately whatever the external file we have configured with the message, that message it will print. First we need to link that file to here only. Okay, how we can link? By using link tag. By using link tag. First script open and also script tag, closing tag. Here carefully observe what is the syntax we have. In the open script tag, we need to configure that file name. src is the attribute, source that means double quotes. The file name is what actually on the desktop where I have saved with that name external. So that name I am copying and also here I am pasting .js I have given, compulsory extension required. So after that here one event we need to use on click equal to what is the function name? What is the function name in that? Message of. So this message of copying. Now I have pasted here. Now I am save this one. Now I am saving this one. Now I am refreshing the page. Just click this one. Click the below button to get college name. Just if you click this button, immediately the college name it will print. So it is not coming. Some error we have, I think. Some error we have. Input type button value result on click display off. Yeah, instead of submit option, here we need to use the button. button button value click here on click message off. On click message off. Now I am refreshing the page. Here I am clicking the button. So now also it is not coming. Why? Hello.js, sorry, this is example. External file body tag form open form close input type value on click. Everything is right now. On click click message of script source src external.js. Okay, script close input type button value click here on click message message. So input also I have closed, form open and form close. body head section. Now I am save this file. Now I am save this file external.js. Again I am clicking this one. Now I am clicking this one. Why the event is not working? Head open, external JS, body open, body close, HTML open, HTML close, script, CRIPT script. Now I am refreshing the page. So why it is not printing? Just wait. On click. How I have created function message of document.write. So instead of document.write, we have to use the alert. Alert is also one of the function, one of the message box. So again, now I am refreshing the page. Now I am clicking this one. So this is also not working. Form input type button. Now I am saving this one, minimizing. It is not working. Wait. I think we did some mistake. I am finding out. Function. I think function spelling wrong. FUNCTIONMESSAGE. Alert. Yeah, here quotes not closed. That's why. Right. We found the error. Now I am saved that one. Again refreshing the page. I am clicking here. So it is printing message now. Alert it is printing. G polarity degree and PG college. That alert box it is came now. So that is the process of external file. So the linking process already you have known by using script tag, script opening tag, source attribute we can use. In that external.js file I have configured. So this external.js file, what is, we have one function we have. That function name I have configured. First I have created one button with the name of click here. After that on click event I am using, I am assigning the function name, on click equal to function name. So if you click that button, immediately on click event, first it will search in the message function is available or not in the local place. So it is not available. So here script tag is there now. So inside script tag, external file we have configured. First the control will go to the external file, and inside that function is available or not, first it will check. So the function is available, then immediately it will print the whatever the message we have configured along with alert box. So that alert message it will print like that, right? So now external file is also completed. External embedded is also completed. Okay, core features completed. Types of CSS, I mean types of JavaScript files is also completed. How to embedded JavaScript code and also external JavaScript code also completed. So these are also core features, and differences also completed. Now I am going to close this session, and in the next class I would like to explain about the data types concept. Thank you very much.